In 1642, England erupted into civil war. But the seeds of this conflict were planted long before. Today we're looking at the reigns of James I and Charles I, to understand how a nation tore itself apart. When James I became King of England in 1603, he inherited a kingdom simmering with religious tensions. His own actions would accelerate England's path to civil war. His nickname, the wisest fool in Christendom, hints at a reign filled with unintended consequences. James I had a firm belief in the divine right of kings, viewing himself as God's chosen ruler. This clashed with the English Parliament's growing assertiveness. But it wasn't just politics causing friction. James's financial extravagance also strained his relationship with Parliament. James sought more money from Parliament. The arguments this caused set a dangerous precedent, further destabilizing the delicate balance between monarchy and Parliament. Religious tensions also added fuel to the fire. James attempted to navigate a divided landscape, trying not to alienate Puritans or Catholics. Yet his efforts often backfired, leaving both groups dissatisfied. When James I died in 1625, he left behind a kingdom simmering with tensions. His son, King Charles I, was also a passionate believer in his divine right to rule, and that Parliament should be subservient to him. Charles's marriage to Henrietta Maria, a Catholic, immediately raised eyebrows in Protestant England. But that was just the beginning. His attempts to unify England, Scotland, and Ireland were seen as threats to English traditions. Parliament was not happy. The Petition of Right in 1628 tried to reconcile the differences between Charles and Parliament. But Charles quickly ignored the agreement and then dismissed Parliament. This led to his personal rule without Parliament from 1629 to 1640, called the 11 Years of Tyranny. During this time, Charles raised money without Parliament. Many considered these taxes illegal. Religious tensions were also escalating thanks to Charles's Archbishop of Canterbury, William Laud. Many accused Charles of reintroducing Catholic practices. The final straw came when Laud attempted to impose a new Book of Common Prayer in Scotland, leading to the bishops' wars and forcing Charles to recall Parliament in 1640 so he could raise an army. By the 1640s, the nation was on the brink of war. Charles's belief in his divine right had caused too many arguments with Parliament. His failed military expeditions and unpopular royal favourites had further alienated lawmakers. The Irish Rebellion of 1641 also heightened fears of a Catholic and royalist coup. Charles's attempt to arrest 5 members of Parliament in January 1642 was the final spark. It failed spectacularly and turned the public and Parliament against him.